could you, maybe just start by telling us about how you came to adopt your son?
A friend asked me did I want to go to Uganda to work on a documentary. Very last minute, it was a Wednesday night and she was leaving that Saturday. And I said yes. And it took us about 3 days to get there. We ended up in an orphanage and this little boy crawled into my lap and he took like multicolored snot running from his nose and like he rubbed it, then rubbed the hair on my skin, and I really felt he's your son, which like I could still hear my mind, but I felt this like my heart, maybe, I don't know what you want to call it, and I was just very drawn to this kid and I couldn't leave him. He was 3 at the time, and I remember once taking him out for thinking I should buy him a bottle of Coca-Cola or something sort of silly, and he took one sip of the Coca-Cola and spat it out, but grabbed this big piece of bread, and when we went back to the orphanage, he broke it and put it on all the cots for the kids. Like, he's such a gorgeous little spirit that I couldn't leave him. So it took 9 months and then I adopted him.
So you got him home, he came to America. What was it like being a dad?
Oh, it's sort of, no one can prepare you, I think, for the 24/7 of it. He would wake me up at 3 in the morning to play, Debbie. There was sort of, because in a way he was like this little wild child too, because there was no boundaries, no structure in this particular orphanage. I mean, it really taught me how to become a man, to really step up for somebody, really step up for this kid. You know, when he was younger, he was like, oh, Daddy, I want skin like yours. And I told him this story about how this idea of reincarnation, that we live many lifetimes, and I was like, oh, you've already been white, you've done that, this is your lifetime, you chose to be brown. And I could see him sort of take ownership of who he is, rather than comparing or being in resistance to how beautiful his skin is. Then cut to a couple of months later, I think he was in 1st grade, he came home and said, Daddy, a girl in my class said I've got skin like poop. But he goes, I forgive her, because she was an Asian girl, and I remember being an Asian girl, and it was very difficult. So he was able to apply the story and get out of his own way, and really, like, amazing, right? Because the mind is all their story, and I think we got to make sure that the stories our children have empower them.